All right, so I'm being told we're waiting for one juror. Bashan, how was your drive in today?
Out later than usual,
Mhm.
and there was a lot of traffic.
Oh, there is. If you're gonna leave later than usual, you have to time it just right.
There's a lot of traffic.
But you know where officers need to be stationed? Nogalitos. I hope I'm saying that correctly. The HEB, when you get off of 90 on the road, Nogalitos, they need to be there. Speed limit is 20. The signs are flashing and people are going around me speeding. I'm like, it's a school zone. And those are little children right there. And then if they were to hit a child, oh my gosh.
I exited there today
Yes.
and everybody is in the middle of the lane and it's green for me. They're
Yes.
just stuck out in the middle of the lane.
Yeah.
That's,
And then somebody needs to go over there and paint the divider lines because they're not divider lines there.
It's Gerald interviewed with David Roach or some shit.
But I'm just like, really? Oh, and James Seeloff came by?
Yeah.
Okay. No, because he said he told me he's already signed the contract for the PTD. Yes. All right, thank you.
No. That. Send it back to the box. Judge, I will tell you, the video thing is so complicated. I would like to try to talk about it outside the presence of the jury.
All right, what video thing is this?
The one they're gonna try to introduce today that we talked about in your office yesterday,
All right, is this whose video is it?
from that Hebrew location that Hines is gonna try to offer.
Mhm. Okay. All right, well, let's see where we are when we get there. I don't think that's probably going to be his first testimony. So.
Well, it was like the third, it was third or fourth thing he talked about last trial, that's why I was.
Okay.
Because it requires case law and all kind of
Okay.
other stuff.
All right, well, where is Detective Hines? And where is the state?
One of them's here.
Thank you. Deputy Laura,
He's here.
Deputy Laura, they are having a part 2 of the workshop. And they have a light bulb on here.
They have like most.
Well, I mean, they in their thing is a light bulb.
Don't ask them why you built a
When is it? It's next Wednesday.
Yes.
So we went in 150.
I have my theory. No, I did not.
And the first thing that Judge says.
Because I know they're not admissible.
Here's the thing, they started with energy saving light bulbs. All right, the court is calling 2019 CR 10230 State versus RC Curtis. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Daryl Harris for the state, Your Honor. Steve Spear and Alexandra Box.
For the defense?
Charles Bond, Lindsay Shaw from Mr. Harris, Mr. Curtis.
All right.
I'll gladly represent Mr. Harris momentarily.
All right, and are you Mr. Curtis? All right, so state, it's the court's understanding your next witness is going to be Detective Hines, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, defense has stated that there's some issue with the video that he's going to be objecting to. Are you intending to offer into evidence a surveillance video through him?
if not surveillance video, then still pictures from it, Your Honor, and I do have some based on research, if we can,
Yes.
court wants to conduct a hearing.
All right, just give me a moment. All right, could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Randall Hines.
So my understanding that this hearing outside the presence of the jury is just related to a surveillance video. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so let's not go beyond that because we have a jury that's waiting.
Sure.
So you all may proceed.
Just a moment, Your Honor.
I'll start, Judge, with that. The reason I'm asking for the hearing
No,
is based on the following. First, surveillance video obtained is obtained from a location on Hebner Road. Yesterday, the court instructed the jury to disregard any evidence of anything from Hebner Road because it was hearsay. The detective, when he testifies, he was told to go to Hebner Road, is going to be in furtherance of the hearsay the jury's already been instructed to disregard. So my initial objection to the video is it's going to be in violation of the court's instruction for the jury to disregard evidence of Hebner because the evidence is derived from inadmissible hearsay that the court instructed the jury to disregard.
All right, and so that,
That's my initial
all right,
objection.
so the court's ruling can be clear. The witness who previously who was going to testify about a video that she had seen that the detective had shown her, that was hearsay. So this is completely different.
It is, however, the only reason he knows to go to Hebner is because she looked at her app and saw the hearsay that you told the jury to disregard. That's what I'm not referring to her about. In other words, I'm not referring to her correct in that the court said she couldn't answer to what she saw in the video, but I'm going to before that, when she tried to testify to what she saw on her app.
I mean, but that's really no different than somebody saying, having a Crime Stoppers tip.
But the court correctly instructed the jury and to when the court ruled that when she looked at her app, that was hearsay. And when she testified, I looked at my phone and I saw there was a transaction at Hebner and I objected to hearsay. You ruled that was in fact hearsay and instructed the jury to disregard.
Yes, but as it relates to that witness, and I understand what your argument is, state.
so, and what,
Does anybody want to question the witness?
yes,
Because
Your Honor.
what is unless you all want to just do a proffer, I'm fine with accepting the proffer. But if you all want to question the witness only about this video,
Okay. So, and that's where I would like to direct. Give me a copy of his investigation guide. Hang on.
all right, could parties approach, please?
Yes, Your Honor. That's off the previous trial?
No, in motion limited, she made her ruling. Rule on that. I know you don't like it, but she ruled.
I don't have that in college. Detective. You are the lead investigator for this matter for the court, were you not?
Yes,
And 6-0. That's what we need. This is nice. Um, when did you pick up this case? What day?
October 21st, 2015.
Okay, and did you go back to that apartment you were back at that apartment on Thursday, October the 22nd,
Yes,
correct?
I was.
And you talked to the deceased daughter at the house, at the
Apartment, yes.
After you spoke to the deceased daughter at the victim's apartment, complainant's apartment, where did you go?
I went to 2 locations. There was a Wood Forest National Bank, Days of All in I-10. It was inside the Walmart, and Quick Stuff convenience store at 8558 Huebner.
Okay. And did you subsequently subpoena bank records for the complainant?
Yes.
And what banks did you subpoena?
Wood Forest National Bank and Wells Fargo Bank.
And when you went to Wood Forest on Thursday the 22nd, what was your purpose there
To get their protocol for getting bank records.
Okay. Did you in the course of the investigation also obtain video of 8558 Heaton?
Yes.
The bank records that you obtained with business record affidavits, did they also refer you to 8558 Heaton?
Well, I'm object to the bank records, because the court's already ruled the bank records are inadmissible. So, I mean, just for the purposes of the record, the court has ruled those bank records as inadmissible.
All right, so
So, I mean,
The court-
let's just get to the
the
video.
court remembers the court's ruling.
Okay,
And what the court ruled was writing on top of bank records, when it is not from the custodian of records, then it is not properly authenticated and it is not a business records affidavit. Now, what's internally in the business affidavit from the custodian of records, the court doesn't know because I haven't seen it.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's where we are.
Yes, ma'am. Did you subsequently obtain business records from Wells Fargo Bank, Wood Forest Bank, and ultimately the defendant's bank, Chase Manhattan?
Yes.
How did you get those records from those 3 banks?
I sent grand jury subpoenas to them.
And how were they pick up hard copies, or how did you actually obtain them?
They sent them through email electronically.
Did they all come with custodian records affidavits?
Yes.
Either-
If we're gonna argue all the business records, I need to get that case law out. I mean, that's a different set of case law. I thought we were just doing the video, right? So,
They are interrelated, Your Honors. I'm not trying to,
All right, here's the thing. This is what I want to happen.
this one.
I want you all to just question this witness. If you want to question him about the business records affidavit and question him about the video or whatever stills, you can do that. We will have a hearing. But I want this jury to be able to sit in this box no later than 9:45. So let's move with urgency.
Yes, ma'am. Detective, I'm showing you what's marked as State's Exhibits number 61, 62, and 63 for identification. And that's the cover. Flip through them, see if you recall. Okay. Yeah. This file, so, detective.
Yes.
State's Exhibits 61, 62, 63. Are these the exhibits that you obtained with business records affidavit?
Yes.
Okay. Showing you what is State's Exhibit 61 from the Wood Forest Bank. Now, when you filed and submitted to my office, you also added a copy of the grand jury subpoena, which you requested them, correct?
Yes.
And then we have the custodian's affidavit, correct?
Yes.
And then on the last page of Wood Forest, correction, next to last page. Over the course of your investigation, when you got those certified records, did you also write on the copy?
Yes, I did.
States 62 from the Wells Fargo Bank. When you filed those, did it come with a business record affidavit from the custodian declaring their authenticity?
Yes.
Did you also include the grand jury subpoena with which you requested them and a
Yes.
copy of your card?
Mhm.
And you had obtained a document from the complainant's daughter, Brenda Boyd. Did you also get that earlier on in the afternoon, 22nd?
Yes.
Did you include the document you got from Brenda Boyd on it?
Yes.
Much as you wrote on the Wood Forest records, State 61, you had wrote notes that documented you received it that day as your initials, your badge number.
Yes.
Correct? Okay.
Mhm.
All right, so here's my question.
Okay.
States Exhibit number 61, Wood Forest Bank.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I see those records, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So so on this document where it says card transaction search page 101, is that the witness's writing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then this isn't a business record affidavit any longer, unless somebody has some case law that says that someone can receive a business records affidavit from the custodian of records and then somebody else's rights on it. That's not properly authenticated then. The authentication has been ruined. If there's some case law that says different, somebody let me know. But my understanding with business records affidavit, and it's coming for the custodian of records, the custodian of records is verifying that if a document hypothetically has 10 pages in it, these are the 10 pages, these are my records, nobody has touched these records, and then it's properly authenticated. But if somebody starts writing notes on it, it's not properly authenticated anymore, and it's not valid because the custodian of records is not the person who put that on there. So if those are the only records that you have from State's Exhibit number 61 that the detective has written on, unless somebody is able to give the courts some case law that says that it is properly authenticated when somebody else writes on it, that's not going to be allowed in. Does anybody have any case law that says that someone can write on records?
No.
I understand the court's ruling, Your Honor. Again, the state's position in previous trial under 901 on the rules of authentication, the surplusage of the certified record did not change the character of the evidence that came from the custodian.
61, please.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so what has changed for the court on this document on page 101? What the detective has written is good, good, good video, confirmation, confirmation, same guy, attempted to get refund, can't find transaction. That's more than just surplus. It's just something that you would want the jury to go back, which would be your witness testifying on a document. So what I can tell you, unless you all have another custodian of records, business records affidavit that was done, State's Exhibit number 61, unless somebody gives me some case law, I don't find that to be surplusage. If you want to argue that that is merely surplusage, then the court will hear argument. But I don't find that to be surplusage when you have a witness, and I'll say allegedly for the record, allegedly identifying the defendant. That's what I'm assuming. I'm making assumptions. I'm assuming that's what it is because it says same guy, good, good, good video, confirmation, confirmation, and then can't find transaction, attempted to get refund. So unless somebody gives me something, State's Exhibit number 61 will not be admitted and it will not be brought before the jury or discussed before the jury. Could I see State's Exhibit number 62? Is there writing on State's Exhibit 62 or no?
Yes.
Actually, Your Honor, not on the item for the business record affidavit. It's attached. It's stapled on top of it, which is what he's testified is his grand jury subpoena. And the documents he requested.
All right, it's the same thing with regards to State's Exhibit number 62. Page 101 says received from Brenda Boyd Perez. So this is, I'm assuming, and if I'm wrong, I assume that this is the detective's writing. And then page 102, received from Brenda Boyd Perez. And it's attached as though this is a part of the business records affidavit. Now, I can understand the grand jury summons. All right, the grand jury summons really merely states when it was received in person and the fee. The court does not have any issue with that, but with regards to the other writing, I'm not finding that that's surplusage.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes,
this was the state's position on.
sorry. Did that come apart? I'm sorry. That's my fault.
Staple.
Here,
Thank you, Your Honor.
you're welcome.
State's position.
Oh, I think you need to let the state hear. All right, the state's position with regards to state's exhibit number 62.
That the custodian's affidavit starts after the card that the officer affixed and sent off with the grand jury request. My point is, grand jury's, the custodian's affidavit lists the documents and the number of pages. Detectives already testified that, and by definition, then it can't include what he got from Ms. Boyd. These records have not been written on. They have not been altered. They are in the form in which they came from the custodian.
All right, let me review, I'm sorry, and that state's exhibit 62?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so here's my question. The page number 1 of 1 and 1 of 2 that has received from Brenda Boyd, and it appears to be the detective's initial.
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you saying that's a part of the business record?
No, ma'am. And if I detective,
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
yes, ma'am.
So the part of the business records affidavit begins really with the grand jury summons. All right,
May I look at it with y'all?
yes.
Yes.
So the part of the business affidavit, business records affidavit begins with the jury summons.
Well, that may be the case, except when they filed it with the court with their intent to offer, they offer this entire document. So now there's, now that the court has ruled as appropriately, now they want, oh, oops, we filed it, and we want to refile it. Well, they can't refile it the day of, there's a notice requirement.
Well, has that been refiled the day of?
Well, they're trying to, yes.
No, I mean, when was that filed? Was it done?
5/27/21, and this entire packet was what they filed with their notice of intent to file pursuant to Rule 8036 and 90210 was this packet,
Okay, and what date?
5/27/21.
Okay,
So this entire packet, And the court has ruled appropriately that this packet, because of the hearsay because it's not a business record, is inadmissible. So I would argue the court can't allow them at this time to change what they offered, to go back and basically refile a new business record in the middle of trial.
All right, so,
This is the document, this entire packet is what they filed using the business record affidavit.
in 2021. So here's the thing, with regards to business record affidavits. Yeah, state, you can refile business records affidavit as long as it's done timely. So if they want to file and continually file business records affidavits, they can, as long as it's done in a timely manner.
So I'm objecting to them attempting to unstaple this, take some pages out.
Oh, are you saying they unstapled it?
Well,
and
they're
took
gonna
pages out?
have to take out the part from Brenda Boyd Perez and then re-offer this as a business record.
Mhm.
Because they're saying the business record doesn't really start until the grand jury subpoena. But the way it's tendered and offered, this document says this entire document that they e-filed is the business record.
All right, state.
And
Does that make sense?
Oh, I understand what you're saying. State.
Your Honor, the evidence has shown that the business record started with what the detective received via email from the financial institution. When he submitted it after his case was filed, he also included with that file his work in getting the record, and that can be easily redacted. It does not change the character of the certified business record. That is his work. He has testified, he added it to that when he submitted it to my office.
All right.
Caught that at the time, Judge. Their laziness and ineffectiveness does not excuse the rules of evidence.
All right. So this is the court's ruling with regards to State's Exhibit number 62. With regards to State's Exhibit number 62, according to case law, if there can be redactions easily made or surplusage removed, it can be removed. It appears to the court that the motion that's attached and just one moment. All right. Does anyone have any objections to the court asking the witness some questions for clarification?
No, you are.
All right. So, and these are questions that I need to know so I can make an appropriate ruling.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. State's Exhibit number 62. It starts with page 101. And for both counts, I'm starting where it says Business Records Declaration.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. That is from Wells Fargo Bank. Am I correct in assuming that?
Yes, ma'am.
And then page 1 of 1. Is this not from Wells Fargo, but something you've inserted?
It is not from Wells Fargo. It came from Brenda Boyd Perez.
All right. So that's something that you inserted in the business records affidavit.
I don't think I did. When I submitted the case, I sent all of it over together. How it got in that particular order, I don't know.
But where it says received from Brenda Boyd Perez, that's your writing?
That is my writing. Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then page 1 of 2, received from Brenda Boyd Perez, that's your writing?
Yes, ma'am.
So, and page 2 of 2 that says RH with the badge numbers, are those your initials?
Yes, ma'am.
So, page 1 of 1 and 1 of 2 and 2 of 2, that's something that's been inserted. And I'm not
Okay.
saying you inserted, but you're
Yes.
saying that's not a part of the business records affidavit.
That's not, no, ma'am.
So someone else inserted that.
I I have no idea who, yes, ma'am.
All right, now that it's been cleared up, court will hear argument.
And, Your Honor, as the detective has testified, he made those assertions on top of the business record.
But counsel, what happens is you have the business records declaration, and then these documents come between the business records declaration. But I'll hear argument. Does anyone need to look at the document?
Familiar with the judge.
Okay,
The argument is that the record itself, that which you received from the institutions, remains unaltered, unchanged. He added other documents from his investigation that completed the picture. They can be removed, as was done in the trial in 21, and do not change the character of the business record with the custodian's affidavit. The same process happened with Wells Fargo is 61 Wood Forest. His handwriting was redacted off of that last page. Everything else was the same.
all
It
right.
is not.
So other than his writing defense, do you have any other objections other than the writing that says received from Brenda Boyd Pettis?
Absolutely. They're
All right.
not records. They're not records from they're not records from the bank.
Mhm.
He did not receive those records from the custodian of records. He testified that it's the state trying to cheat. I mean,
All right.
for God's sake, what could be more constitutionally irreverent than the state filing a motion, a sworn motion to the court saying these are official records from this bank, and then the detective and the state stapling right under that sworn statement some documents that aren't from the bank. And the detective under oath testifying, you know what, Judge, those actually aren't from the bank, they're from a witness. And then the state filing a sworn note, a sworn statement saying, hey, these qualify as under this affidavit when they know that they're not. And then saying to the court, it's okay to unstaple it and take them out and then restaple it. The purposes of the business records affidavit is so the court can rely on the sanctity of the sworn oath of the business records keeper. And you can't, because they violated the oath of that person by adding their own documents. So they're absolutely not admissible. You can't unstaple it and take something out. You can't erase something that's been added to it because they're no longer the official records that were sworn to.
All right, so other than your objection with the
My
business,
objection is they're not the business records that were provided to the authorities and to the district attorney's office. They have been altered, and once they're altered, they are no longer the official business records provided and do not qualify under the hearsay exception as business records.
all right, so other than that objection, are there any other objections as it relates to content?
Well,
Have you seen the exhibit?
I'll look at it clean. Well, they're here, I mean, they're hearsay, they're not relevant, they violate his confrontation clause rights. I can't confront the custodian of records.
Okay.
So they violate his confrontation, his rights under Crawford. The US and state constitutions, he has, where they violate his confrontation clause to confront the custodian of records whose oath has been violated. They're more prejudicial than probative. They're hearsay, they're not relevant. That's all I can think of this time, Judge.
All right, yes.
Again, counsel was noticed of the entirety of the state's filing in 2021 at the time, and at the previous trial, we removed what the detective acknowledges is his and where he got it. And I submit that is the appropriate remedy now.
All right, with regards to State's Exhibit number 62. State's Exhibit number 62, the court is going to allow that it be admitted at the appropriate time. What will be removed from State's Exhibit number 62 will be the page that the witness has testified he inserted, which is page 1 of 1, which says received from Brenda Boyd Perez, page 1 of 2 that says received from Brenda Boyd Perez, and page 2 of 2. All right, could I see State's Exhibit number 63, please? All right, in defense, State's Exhibit number 63 appears to be a record of your client's bank deposits or bank withdrawals from your client's account. And State, if you will make a copy so that this can go up with the record, and then redact the portion that I said was to be redacted. And then State's Exhibit 62 is not admissible. 63, any objections?
No, 63 is, I believe 63 to be compliant with the requirements.
All right, 63, there are going to be no objections. 61, the court is deeming that inadmissible. 62, if you, I'll put a yellow posting on what needs to be removed. And for the record, what is being removed from State's Exhibit 62 will be page 1 of 1 that says received from Brenda Boyd. 1 of 2, which says received from Brenda Boyd, and 2 of 2.
How many judges made its ruling? You said based on case law. Can the court cite the case law the court is ruling is relying on to make it? The court earlier said based on case law. Can the court cite the case law it's basing its ruling on?
All right, if you look at Shaw v. I want to say Shaw, and also just one moment. Just one moment. Let me find it again, counsel.
Yeah.
And while I get that case law to you, can you all proceed with the issue with the video, please?
After making rounds, did you obtain surveillance video at the Chevron station at 8558 Heaton?
Yes.
Who's the number of exhibits? This we had for Brenda. We need her, I believe this out of the file. While we're finding the copy of this, you recall that surveillance video in 4 separate segments?
I don't remember how many segments it was, but I did get the video.
Did you yourself go to the store at 8558 Eaton Road back in 2021?
Back in 2015, yes.
15.
Yep.
And did you proceed to the ATM machine there?
Yes.
Did you use your own card?
Yes.
From your recollection, are you then familiar with the interior of the store and its layout?
Yes.
Did the surveillance video that you downloaded, was it at the store that you went to and have knowledge of layout.
Yes.
Where are these files? This. Well, give me a moment, I'll pull the disk.
Yes.
And let him see it. And in fact, in the interest of efficiency, I'll play it. So. Okay. He obtained the video yourself. And did you, and are there images of people on that video?
Yes.
And is it images of some identified the defendant on that video?
Yes.
And if you could describe the video itself, what is it? You know, is there sound or audio on the video?
There's no audio.
So it is silent video.
Yes.
And it shows people entering that store and milling about, handling their business.
Yes.
Does it show the defendant moving to the ATM machine you went to?
Yes.
All right, so everyone, here's the thing. Guys, we're off the record.
Yes.
You come approach.
Are there multiple camera angles on the video?
There are multiple camera angles. Yes.
From the angle that gives the clearest shot of the defendant purporting in front, can you see the ATM machine when the defendant's standing in front of it?
I'd have to see the video. I don't remember. I haven't had a chance to look at those in a long time.
Having this CD player.
It's in the box. There.
And counsel, for the record, what exhibit number is this?
This will be 65, Your Honor. From your recollection, Detective, where is the ATM machine located in this store?
It's against the wall the same wall that the front door is on.
And so from your personal recollection, if you get past the soda machines and turn to your right,
Mhm.
where are you?
That appears to be where the ATM is.
Did you do that same process?
Yes, sir. Mhm.
And you obtained several hours of this surveillance video?
I don't remember how many hours I got. It-
Is this actual, and how did you obtain the video?
from the store, the video investigations unit downloaded it for me
How did you get it?
on a disc.
Did you subpoena it?
I had to get a search warrant for it.
So you had legal authority, for it.
Yes,
And is that how the video investigations unit obtained it?
yes.
And is this the video that you showed to witnesses in your investigation?
I'm not sure if it was this exact clip, but I did show parts of the video from the store.
Who'd you show them to?
Miss Brenda Boyd Pettis.
30 questions, pass the witness.
Do you are you the person that maintains this system?
No,
Can you vouch for their accuracy?
no,
In fact, they're not accurate, are they?
no, this video was not accurate. That's correct.
Okay. Well, but I have no more questions, Judge.
Oh. In terms of not accurate, what do you mean by not accurate?
The times were off on the video.
And
I initially learned that the times were off from the manager at the location.
All right, so this is a hearing outside the presence of the jury. I'm trying to hear whether or not this should be admitted or not. So, and everyone, you all don't need to move towards the witness unless you all have documents or something to show him.
Well,
All right, so I will hear your question and let me hear the answers. Then I will hear argument and I will make a ruling.
But I'm objecting to hearsay. That's, if it's the hearing, then the witness that can, it's hearsay. And if it's a hearing on, and this go to the person that can testify to that should have to come and testify. He shouldn't be allowed. Hearsay is not admissible in this hearing.
All right, so your objection is overruled. If you can ask the question.
did you account for time difference? Did you go back to this store?
Yes,
And how did you account for the time difference in the stamp on this video with real time?
using a phone with the time on it.
And need another quote. Give me Hines' file picture. Did you go back to 8558 Heaton Road on or about the 28th day of October in 2015?
Yes, sir. 28th or 29th, somewhere around there.
Did you go with evidence technician Pettis?
Yes.
And what was the purpose of doing that?
I just needed to obtain more video.
Did you also take pictures of the control system for this video with Perez?
Yes,
Using your cell phone?
yes.
You were there on the 18th at a correction.
All right.
Apologize, Judge.
Any other questions?
What was the time difference? Were you able to count and document?
It was 24 hours and 19 minutes.
And did you take, within investigators, did you take pictures to document how timestamp in the video while you were there was off by that amount of time?
Yes.
No further question, Judge.
All right, any further questions? All right, so this witness has testified that State's Exhibit number 65 is not accurate. If there's a time that is off, someone other than this witness needs to testify to that.
And
And so the court is finding that State's Exhibit number 65, it may be admissible, but not through this witness.
understand, Your Honor.
All right, let's bring the jurors in, please. And I'm sorry, could I see State's Exhibit number 62? And have you had a chance to remove? All right.
This is a lot.
All right, thank you.
We lost.
And defense,
I'll catch up.
the case law with regards to the affidavit is Kirk.
Kirk,
Yes, Kirk.
free state?
No, it's Kirk. It's a civil case, but it applies. It's Kirk v. National Collegiate School.
Okay.
And it had to do specific student loan, and it had to do specifically with business records affidavits.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And was that on the record? Okay, thank you.
In Your Honor, we have a brief witness before we intended to call Detective.
All right, if you'll step down, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
That is fine.
I've been doing fine. How you been doing? Oh, congratulations on your retirement.
ma'am.
It's always good when you can say that
Yeah.
and still enjoy life, you know?
Life is good.
Yes, please.
Was our last farm. Yeah, but is there a 64? I don't know. No, that's 65, that's the DVD, so that was 64. Okay, whatever, I needed 64. 64, 66. I don't know. No. It's Jenny.
All right, we're ready to proceed.
All right, for the jury?
Yeah.
All right, everyone, please be seated. And state if you'll call your witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. The state would call John Daniel Nambbrana.
All right, could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Sir.
All right, you can lower your hand. You need to keep your voice up so everyone can hear. And there should be a square microphone, silver.
All
And
right.
you can put that somewhere on your suit. It's for the court reporter to hear.
Okay.
If you'll state your name and spell your last name for the record, please.
John Daniel Nambbrana, Nonbrana. Nambbrana.
All right, state you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, John Daniel, can you please introduce yourself to the jury?
How you doing? I'm JD Nambbrana.
And do you also go by kind of the shorthand JD?
Yeah, John Daniel is my real name. John Daniel Nambbrana.
Is it okay that I call you JD?
Yes, sir.
Now JD, who is Paula or Paulita Boyd to you?
She's my grandmother.
And who is Brenda Boyd to you?
She's my mother.
Now, you don't have to tell us your. Oh, sure. And let me know if you have any issue. So I apologize. My apologies. So, JD,
Yes, sir.
so you said Brenda's your mother and Paula's your grandmother.
Yes, sir.
And you don't have to tell us your address, but do you live in San Antonio?
Yes, sir.
Now, back in 2015, did you also live in San Antonio?
Yes, sir.
Now, back in October of 2015, where did you live?
I lived with my grandmother for a brief moment
And where did your grandmother live?
at the Stone Oak Apartments.
Is that at 12200 I-10 West?
Yes, sir.
Okay, kind of I-10 Desval area.
Yes, sir.
Now, you said that you lived with your grandmother. How long did you live with your grandmother?
I lived with her for a couple of months while I was looking for my place within the apartment complex.
And did you ultimately find a place within the apartment complex?
Yes, sir.
And this apartment complex, so is it the Stone Oak Apartments?
Yes, sir.
So you found a separate unit within the complex.
Yes, sir.
When did you move into that separate unit approximately?
Before, like a couple months later, when I was staying with her for the summer, and then I moved, I guess, in August.
And did you move in August of 2014 or 15?
Somewhere around there.
In 14 or 15?
It's within the same year, I believe.
I'm
15.
sorry?
Within 15, I believe.
Okay, within 15. So you lived with your grandmother for a couple months and then moved into your own unit.
Yes, sir.
Now, where is your grandmother's unit relative to I-10? Like, kind of where is it? Is it closer or is it further back in the complex?
It's in the front towards the highway.
And
Like-
where was your unit?
Towards the middle of the complex.
Were you close with your grandmother?
Yes, sir.
How often would you see her just, on a weekly basis, on average?
Every other day.
Okay, so you went over there often.
Yes, sir.
And when you would visit her, would it be at her place or would you come to yours?
I would go to her place because she was handicapped.
So it's easier for you to get around.
Yes, sir.
Now, of course, this is close to 10 years ago.
Mhm.
How old were you back then?
I believe it was 22 or 21.
Okay, so kind of early 20s.
Yes, sir.
So when you would go over there, what would you do when you would visit your grandmother at her apartment?
I would mostly just do laundry or hang out with her and cook for her.
So, and you said would do laundry. Did she have a washer and dryer within her unit?
Yes, sir.
And so you would utilize that on occasion.
Yes.
Did other people in the family also do that?
Yes, sir.
Which other family members would also do laundry at Paula's apartments?
She would let either whoever needed laundry done, either their neighbor or the kids, Erica and RC, her kids.
So you said like Erica and RC.
Yes.
Now, who is Erica?
She's my aunt's daughter,
And RC is who to Erica?
her husband.
And at the time, did they live in San Antonio?
Oh, yes, or around there. Yes, sir.
San Antonio area.
Yes, sir.
And so sometimes they would come over and do laundry as well.
Yes, sir.
Now, I want to direct your attention to October the 19th of 2015. That was a Monday. Yeah, were you over at your grandmother's apartment on that evening?
Oh, yes, sir.
What was the purpose of visiting?
Just cook for her and then do some laundry.
At the time, what were you doing? What was your occupation?
I was working in automotive, just like trying to sell vehicles, but that didn't pan out. So I was mostly getting back into, I guess, the cooking.
And when you say cooking, like at a restaurant,
Yes, sir.
do you remember which restaurant at that time?
I think I went back to Bill Miller's or something like that.
Is that Bill Miller's?
That's why I was constantly washing clothes.
And what is it, because of just the smell of working in the
It's
in the
just-
cooking?
Yes, sir. Just flour getting dirty all the time.
No, it certainly can happen. So,
Yeah.
That evening, did you end up doing laundry at your grandmother's apartment?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember what type of laundry?
I was just doing like, I believe, just white tees, and then I was gonna come back to do the following. Like I didn't like washing too much at once.
And why would you not wash like big loads?
Oh, I didn't want to break her washer and dryer.
Oh, okay, so kind of be careful with it.
Yeah, the
So,
pants and jackets.
I see. So, do you remember? I mean, I'm not going to say exact time, but what time do you think you arrived at the apartment?
I guess after she got home from work around 5, 4, around there.
And would that be in the afternoon? I'm assuming.
Oh, yes, sir.
And you also mentioned, in addition to doing the laundry, you did something else with her. What did you do?
Cook for her and then just hung out with her for a little bit.
Kind of hung out while you're doing your laundry and eating?
Yeah, she got to watch her show, and we had dinner, and that's about it.
Okay, so did she kind of have a regular routine when she'd come home to kind of unwind?
Yes, sir.
What would be that routine?
She would either eat and then have her little cup of tea, and then I guess shower later on.
And you said that she would watch something?
Yeah, she would either watch TV and whatever she'd liked with it.
A particular show or anything like that?
She always liked watching the Spurs.
And you said tea, but did she also drink other things?
Yeah, she would drink beer.
Okay. And did she have a favorite?
Steel House, Reserves, and then Ice House, one of those two.
And did she do that night?
Oh yeah, as soon as she got home, she would crack one open.
Okay. So kind of off of work, relaxing.
Yes, sir.
So you said you probably got there 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, thereabouts.
Yes, sir.
Dinner, laundry. Of course, without getting at anything you talked about with her. I mean, I assume it was just the two of you talking and catching up.
Yes, sir.
Now, how long or when did you ultimately leave the apartment that evening?
I think I left around like 8:30, around there, 9. Not too late because she had to get ready for work the next day.
Okay, so she had to work later on, or the following day, I should say.
Yes, sir.
So was it fair to say she was kind of turning in at that point?
Yes, sir.
So you said that you did part of your laundry. Did you have an intent to come back later and finish your laundry?
Yes, sir. I told her that I needed to do the remaining day, the following day.
But did you have enough laundry at least to kind of sustain you for the next couple days?
Yeah, it was just undershirts I did that day.
Okay. Now, what was your understanding of who was coming over the following day?
She told me that either Erica and RC are coming over, and all the kids as well.
Now, the apartment that you stayed in, how many bedrooms was this apartment?
It was just 1 bedroom.
So would you say it was a big place or a small place?
It was very small,
So
like a studio.
And you said Erica, RC, and the kids. How many children does that have?
3 children.
So if the 5 of them coming over to do laundry?
Yes, sir.
So knowing that the plan at least was for them to come over on the 20th, that Tuesday, did you come over to the apartment on Tuesday the 20th?
No, sir.
Now, why was that?
I got home pretty late from the auction, and then by the time I called her, I was like, it's almost 8. I just didn't want to bother her because I fell asleep as soon as I got home from the auction.
And when you say auction, what type of auction?
For picking up vehicles for automotive.
Okay, kind of the other thing you were trying to get into.
Yeah, for the car lot.
So when you reached out to your grandmother that evening on Tuesday the 20th, did you get a hold of her?
No, sir.
So, but you also said it was a little bit later.
Yeah, it was like 7:38, and then I was just like, oh, she told me don't call past 8 o'clock. You know, it was by the time I get done, it'll be like almost 10.
And that would usually be something where she might be turning in or getting ready.
Yes, sir.
So the following day, on October the 21st, now this is a Wednesday. What did you do that day?
On Wednesday,
Yeah, the 21st.
I believe I just went to work.
Now, did you
Yeah.
go to work for Bill Miller's, or were you going to
The car lot.
the auction stuff?
The car lot.
And was there somebody that you went with?
Oh yeah, I went with Rami and his uncles.
And who was Rami?
Rami's like my friend from middle school. I've known him for years.
Now, did Rami and his family have a business doing some of the auction stuff with vehicles?
Oh yeah, they'll buy cars from the auction and take them to the car lot and then sell vehicles.
And were they kind of helping you or shepherding you in terms of potentially getting into this business?
Yes, sir.
So you went with them in the morning, I'm assuming?
Oh yes, sir. I was there all day basically.
Now, is this in like just one location in town or multiple locations?
I believe it's just one location. It's a huge auction place that they have. It's like on the outskirts of the city.
Now, how long were you with Rami, his uncles, and that group that day?
I was with them the whole day until like 4.
Okay, so from the morning up until afternoon.
Yes, sir. And that's when I started getting calls.
Now, that day on the 21st,
Mhm.
did you try to reach out to your grandmother?
Oh yes, sir.
How did you do so? Did you call her?
Somebody told me to call in and check in on her.
Did you follow that direction and try to call?
Oh yes, sir.
Were you able to reach her?
No, sir.
How many times did you try, if you remember?
They told me to call, so I got more than one person told me to call. So I called a handful of times.
And no luck?
No, sir.
Later that day, did you find out that your grandmother had died?
I wasn't sure what happened. That's why I was trying to call her. Maybe she left her phone somewhere and then someone was just telling me because it was all HEB people. That's where she worked.
So earlier you were just hoping that maybe she had misplaced her phone, wasn't answering for some reason.
Yes, sir.
But did you later find out that she had indeed passed away?
Not necessarily.
When did you learn that?
When I went over to have a family meeting at my mom's house, and then
But you ultimately became aware that your grandmother had passed.
yes, sir.
Now, you mentioned that you went over to your mom's house. Is that the Brenda boy that you spoke of earlier?
Yes, sir.
Now, when you went to Brenda's house, who else was present?
My sisters and my stepdad Pete.
And at that point, I think you had alluded to a moment ago, is that when you learned that this was not just a natural cause of death?
Yes, sir.
Now, your mother informed you of this at this kind of family meeting. While this is happening, did somebody show up at your door?
Yes, sir.
Who showed up at your door?
Detective, one of the detectives, Detective Hines, I believe.
And Detective Hines with San Antonio Police Department?
Yes, sir.
Now, when Detective Hines arrived at your mother's place, did he ask something of you?
Yes, sir.
Did he ask you to come downtown and give a statement?
Yes, sir.
Did you agree to go with him?
Yes, sir.
Now, how did you get downtown to speak with Detective Hines?
I went with him voluntarily.
Now, I assume he's got his own vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Where did you sit in the vehicle?
I sat in the front.
Okay, and you weren't under arrest or in handcuffs or anything like that?
No, sir.
So he drove you to the police station.
Mhm.
Did you agree to give a statement to him?
Objection leading.
Yes, sir.
Sustained with regards to leading.
Now, JD, and I guess, first of all, were you asked to provide anything to Detective Hines?
Yes, sir. I was.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
JD, I'm going to show you
Mhm.
what's been marked as State's Exhibit 66
Mhm.
and also State's Exhibit number 67. Do you recognize the signatures on State 66 and 67?
Yes, sir.
Whose signatures are those?
Oh, those were signed by me.
And there's also a date provided on both, next to both of those signatures. What date is next to those signatures?
10/22/2015.
And it's the same on both?
Yes, sir.
Now, JD, were you asked to, did the detective ask you if he could search your residence?
Yes, sir.
What did you tell him?
Yes, sir. You can go ahead.
Okay, and in state 66, did you document that by signing a consent form?
To search my home,
Yes.
I just gave him, yes, go ahead.
But does it also list your address and your apartment number to be searched?
Yes, sir.
And also in states number 67, did you agree to give a sample of your DNA to Detective Hines?
Yes, sir.
And did you voluntarily give that sample?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember how you gave that sample?
The swab. What do you call it?
Now, JD, specifically as to the search of your residence, your apartment, the separate unit within the Stone Oak Apartments, did you even tell Detective Hines something that you might find in that apartment?
I told him you might find a little bit of a water pipe, that kind of nature.
So you informed him that you would potentially find that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, JD, did you do everything that Detective Hines asked of you?
Yes, sir. Of course.
Now, JD, you said that you saw your grandmother essentially every other day. And you have to say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Now, so are you familiar with kind of what her daily routines are, kind of the things that she keeps with her?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit number 64.
Mhm.
Do you recognize that photograph?
Yes, sir.
Who's depicted in that photograph?
Me and my grandmother.
Now, your grandmother in that photograph does she have some type of article with her?
Yeah, her blue jean purse.
Now, that blue jean purse, was that something that she commonly would carry with her?
Yes.
Was that her everyday purse?
Yes, sir. Her work purse.
Now, does this photograph fairly and accurately depict what the two of you looked like back during that time frame?
Yes, sir. Accurately.
Your Honor, at this point, we'd move into evidence, State 64, subject to any objection by defense.
No objection.
Right, States Exhibit 64 is admitted without objection.
Permission to publish?
Granted.
And JD, that blue purse that you spoke about, is that kind of the object that is on her left side of your grandmother?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, we'll pass the witness.
All right, defense.
Did you have a key to your grandmother's apartment?
I'm sorry?
Did you have a key? I'm sorry, my voice. Did you have a key to your grandmother's apartment?
No, sir.
Did RC and Eric have a key to your grandmother's apartment?
They borrow the key, and then if I needed to, I would borrow her key as well. But
None of you had a key, right?
no, sir.
Now, and I think yesterday I confused your mom. I thought maybe she had had dinner with her recently, but it was you that had had dinner with Paula, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you said that RC and Eric and the kids were coming up, we're supposed to come over the next day.
Yes, sir.
And so it's safe to assume that they got along well, right? RC and Eric and your grandmother, everybody got along.
Yes, sir.
In fact, your grandmother, she helped everybody out, right?
Yes.
She lent money to them, she lent money to you, she lent money to Maribel, she was a very giving person, right?
Yes, sir.
She let everybody do their laundry.
To the
their-
most
their
part.
Place.
Yes, sir.
And then in return, y'all did things like RC would dress up as Santa Claus. Right?
Yes, sir.
Um. She didn't have a car, correct?
No, sir.
RC would give her, did you ever give her rides?
No, sir.
Did RC would give her rides though, wouldn't he?
Yes, sir.
He would take her to the bank and help her run errands. He would bring her back and forth to work sometimes. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Um. And you knew that Erica sometime would use, in fact, Paula would let Erica use her credit card sometimes, wouldn't she? And her card for money. At least that's what I learned from Erica. Is that your understanding as well?
From my understanding, she would borrow money,
Okay.
and then I guess his sister was using her credit cards.
Now. Is there a particular reason when my investigator tried to talk to you a while back, you refused to talk to us? Is there something that you don't want to tell us, or you're
3 days before the court, I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was trying to focus on doing what I needed to do. You had 10 years to talk to me.
you know Antonio Jones?
No, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
What's the name of the maintenance man at the apartment complex?
I have no idea. I don't know, sir.
Have you seen him lurking around or kind of hanging out?
I don't. Yeah, he just comes around.
Kind of there,
Yeah, he's just always around.
always around, okay. Now, RC would also help, he also helped straighten up Paula's apartment, wouldn't he help clean and,
Yeah, I guess clean the, what do you call it, the fans, whatnot,
I'm sorry,
or whatever she needed.
he helped clean the apartment and move, if she. And she had,
We all did.
everybody did, right?
Yes, sir.
Not just RC, like everybody. And I know you said Paula had a good relationship with RC, but you did as well, right? I mean,
Yes, sir.
that's all I have, Jeff. Thank you. He is excused.
State.
That's respect.
Briefly, Judge.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. How is your grandmother's mobility? Did she need anything to help her?
She had a cane and she lived in the front where it was like the handicap accessible apartment.
So it was a handicap apartment.
Basically, yes, sir.
Okay. Now, was your grandmother was 75 years old at the time of her passing?
Yes, sir.
Was she still working?
Oh, yes, sir.
Was she I mean this with all due respect. I mean, was she a woman of means? Did she have a lot of money?
Oh, no, sir.
Now, would it be fair to say she had some financial difficulties?
Yes.
Would you ever assist her in trying to get her house in order in terms of her financial difficulties?
I would just help her clean up and then cook for her.
Would you ever assist in either being with her when she was transported for anything, or she's trying to solve any financial matters?
She always needed help with just going to check and go or cash advance, whatever you call it.
Would you go with her sometimes?
Yeah, she always needed help trying to help out the family.
Was it something that was a struggle?
Yes, sir.
We'll pass the witness.
But if you didn't drive her around, who was if you said you didn't drive her anywhere, so if you took her places, who took y'all?
I would always take cabs.
Okay, all right, that's all I have.
Yes, sir.
I have no further
All
questions.
right, is this witness excused?
From the state perspective,
Yeah,
that's fine.
yes.
Yeah.
All right, if you'll remove the square microphone, please. Thank you. State, call your next witness.
Your Honor, state calls Detective Randall Hines.
Can you raise your right hand for me, please?
Here it is.
Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, and if you'll put that square microphone somewhere on your jacket or tie, please, it's for the court reporter to hear. If you'll state your name for the record and spell your last name.
My name is Randall Hines. My last name is spelled Hines.
All right, state you may proceed.
Sir, would you please introduce yourself to the jury?
Randall Hines. I retired from the San Antonio Police Department earlier this year. I was the lead investigator on this case.
And how did you first get involved with the death of Ms. Paula Boyd?
I was assigned as the lead investigator because I was the next up on the rotation. My supervisor advised me that Paula Boyd has been found in her apartment. Well, a deceased female had been found in her apartment, and I went to the location.
And did you ultimately produce a report or document of your investigation as regards this matter?
Yes,
We're looking at a copy of your report to help to refresh your recollection and support your testimony here today.
yes,
I'm showing you what has previously been marked as State's Exhibit number 60 for identification. You would take a moment and flip through State 60 for identification. Tell me if you recognize it.
yes.
Okay, I'll ask you questions, use that to refresh recollection, and then just answer after you refresh. You recall what time on the 21st did you get there? Were you there before or after the medical examiners?
I arrived before the medical examiner.
And who's it, exhibit? And generally, where is her apartment located, if you recall?
It's 12200 IH10 West. It was apartment 205.
I'm showing you what's already been admitted to evidence as States 20. You recognize States 20?
Those are clear.
Yeah, it's a little more clear up there.
And is this the apartment complex, Stone Oak Apartments?
Yes, sir.
That's your apartment complex?
Yes, sir.
And describe Ms. Boyd as you found her when you got there. What did you observe?
I entered the apartment and her body was lying in the bedroom doorway. Don't remember the exact angle. And there were some injuries present.
Was there anything around the body?
I'd have to look at the scene photos again, but I recall her body being there and maybe some linen or something nearby. I'm not 100% certain.
Showing you states 7 for identification.
Yes.
And states 10 for identification.
Yes.
Is that what you described by linens?
Yes.
Now, you also testified, so were you present at the scene when the medical examiner's personnel arrived?
Yes.
And approximately how many homicides have you investigated over your tenure?
I would say I was the lead investigator on more than 150, and I assisted on probably 300 to 400.
And from that experience, just being at scenes where there's a death or the medical examiners are involved, have you seen and observed their processes when they go, once the investigators release the scene and are able to release the body, have you seen generally what they do?
In general, yes.
Okay. If there are objects around a body, do they manipulate a body?
Yes, they do.
Okay. If there are objects around a body, do they move them?
Yes.
Okay. There's been some discussion, State's Exhibit number 9. So those linens and things around the body, are they present in States 9?
They've been moved. Yes.
Okay. And from what you've seen, how does the medical examiner, once they finish their whatever they do to examine a body, how do they actually move it?
There's typically referred to as contract services. That's what we call it. They come, and once the medical examiner, field investigator tells them, they go ahead and put the body in a body bag and transport the body to the Bexar County Medical Examiner's office.
Okay. Evidence that may be necessary for investigative purposes, who collects that?
The San Antonio Police Crime Scene Unit.
From your recollection, what did you do towards your investigation through Wednesday, October 21st, 2015? What was your final guidance?
Well, once the medical examiner left, I learned that we didn't know.
All right, that objection will be overruled.
Once the medical examiner left, I determined that we didn't know a cause and manner of death for Miss Boyd. So I asked the apartment manager and the maintenance man to secure the apartment pending the autopsy.
Okay. And so that's how it was secured.
Yes.
Okay. When was the autopsy conducted?
It was conducted on the Thursday, October 22nd.
Did you observe the autopsy?
No, I did not.
Did you go back to the apartment?
Yes.
At the time you went back to the apartment, did you know the determination of manner of death?
Yes.
What was
I
it?
did.
What was it?
Objection, that's hearsay.
All right, that'll be sustained.
When you went back to the apartment, what were you investigating?
When I went back to the apartment, I was investigating a homicide.
Who did you see at the apartment?
I saw the victim's daughter, Miss Brenda Boyd Pettis.
And jury has seen, and you seen the video that she reported of you?
I saw it a long time ago.
And you interacted with with her and, was she alone?
As I recall, she was alone. I think her husband may have been there. I don't remember for sure.
Okay. Do you recall you already testified before you left on Wednesday, you had the maintenance people secure the apartment.
Yes,
When you all got back to the apartment, was it secured or unsecured?
the maintenance people let us back in,
So was it locked or unlocked when you got there?
locked.
Okay. And then you went in.
Yes,
Were you alone or you have other officers with you?
I had other officers with me. They were, well, the crime scene unit basically, and I think my supervisor may have gone out there with me that day, and his name was David Evans.
All right. What were you doing? What was your purpose for being there on Thursday, the 22nd?
To process the crime scene further, because now I knew I had a crime.
Okay. From your report, who were the crime scene investigators that went there with you?
I remember Eric Roberson being there. Let's see. And I can't remember if Britton was there the day of or the day after. Yes, sir. CSI Roberson and Britton, those are the only ones I remember.
And what evidence did you direct to be collected? In fact, if I could refer you to page 9 of your report.
Yes. Did you want me to go over the list or?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
All right, everyone, please be seated. And of course, you're still under oath and state you may proceed.
I apologize, Detective, I can't remember where you were. What was the last thing?
You had asked me about evidence collected at the victim's apartment.
All right, and both parties, if you could speak into the microphone that's on your table so that the jurors can hear the questions.
Later on, after you met with Ms. Brenda Boyd on the 22nd, did you see her later that day, the 22nd?
Yes, I did.
And where was this at?
At her home.
And did you talk with anyone from her home that day on the 22nd of October 2015?
Yes, it was a JD Nambbrana.
And how was he related to your investigation?
He's the victim's grandson.
How did he travel to your office?
If I remember correctly, I drove him down there in my car, city issued vehicle,
Okay. And where did he sit with you?
in the front passenger seat.
Did he give you a statement?
Yes, he did.
And did he give you any other evidence?
He allowed me to search his apartment, but I don't recall if he gave me any other evidence.
Refer you to page 14 of your report.
Oh, yes, he provided some what we call buccal swabs, DNA swabs.
Then put John.
Yes.
That I'm showing you what's been marked as states exhibits number 68 for identification. Okay. Can you briefly describe to the jury what's your process if you take a buccal swab? What do you do?
We the way it's done, there's long Q-tips, and basically we ask the person to put them in the back of their mouth as if they're brushing their teeth, just get them wet, and then we allow them to air dry for a little while, and then seal them in an envelope, and those are taken for the purpose of submitting to the crime lab for comparisons.
And did you follow that process when you talked to Mr. Nambbrana on October 22nd?
October 22nd is when I talked to him. Yes.
State 68. Do you see your initials on it?
Yes, sir. Those are my initials on the evidence tape.
Okay. And so this is the sample, this is the evidence you collected from Nambbrana that day, correct?
Yes, correct.
at a point, did you go to a location on Heidner Avenue as a part of your investigation?
Yes.
Did you talk to anyone else, any of Ms. Boyd's neighbors?
One neighbor, Miguel Rosales, if I'm remembering the name correctly.
Are you page 15?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Mr. Miguel Rosales.
Okay. And he interacted with you, or was he cooperative with your investigation?
Yes, sir, he was.
Did you account for his whereabouts for the 21st of October, 2000?
Objection leading.
Sustained.
Did Mr. Rosales provide you any biological evidence?
Yes, he provided DNA samples.
Detective, I'm showing you State's Exhibit number 69 for identification. Did you follow the same process with Mr. Rosales as you previously described with Mr. Nambbrana?
Yes, the same process.
Okay, and do you, out of State's Exhibit 69, you see your initials on that anywhere?
No, I don't see my initials anywhere on this envelope.
On the outer, but you did take a buckle from him.
Yes, I did.
It's just the outer. I apologize. Yeah. Okay. Detective, I'm showing you which marked State's Exhibit 69 Alpha.
Okay.
For identification.
Yes, sir.
And what is 69 Alpha?
This is a buckle swab collected from Miguel Rosales.
Okay,
Yes.
and,
And my initials are on the evidence tape.
okay, and for clarity, what was 69A, this larger envelope? Is there also a label indicating that Miguel Rosales' swab was contained inside?
Yes.
Okay. Did you obtain any records from the Wells Fargo?
Yes.
And why was that important to your investigation?
Because there was activity on the victim's bank account, credit cards, after she was deceased.
Yes.
Did you talk to a Donald Barnett?
Yes.
Yes.
Uh, brief moment.
All right, you may proceed.
And in your investigation, did it lead you to talking to the defendant, R.C. Curtis?
Yes.
And what day was that you talked to the defendant? You could go to page 15.
Okay, that would have been Tuesday, October 27th, 2015.
And was that statement recorded?
Yes.
Objection.
All right, the objection is overruled. You may proceed with your next question.
This is,
Court has made its ruling. You may proceed with your next question.
Your Honor,
Yes. Regarding a video.
so who all with the department were involved in,
Oh, you all can have a seat.
who all in the department were involved in the interview with the defendant on the 27th of October, 2015?
Detective Richard Richardson, myself for a few minutes, and Cardenas, Raul Cardenas. I just can't remember if he was a sergeant or a detective at the time.
Okay. You came in, and is that in the course of that interview, did the defendant also indicated that he was driving on Heaton Road to talk to a Donald Barnett? It's in this recorded video.
So
no, hold on.
here's, no. So if this is going to be a hearing on whether or not some statement the defendant is alleged to have been made, if y'all would mark whatever he's viewing, and then the court will hear whatever needs to be heard and the court will make its ruling.
If I may, just to help speed things up. All I was asking, the court, the statute requires before the jury can hear evidence of.
All right, we're
any statement-
having the hearing.
Right, and what I told the court prior to the trial is, I'm just asking not that we rehear the evidence about, I agree with what the court stated at the bench. And I did tell the court, I'm not requiring additional evidence. I just need the court on the record to make a ruling of voluntariness.
Well, so here,
So,
all right, is
if
your
the court
only,
can reconsider, if the court can recall, and as I'm sure the court will, the evidence from the previous trial, I don't believe the evidence has changed, and I'm not asking the court to consider any new evidence regarding the voluntariness. I'm asking the court to take into consideration and enter into evidence the previous testimony regarding voluntariness, and I'm not making any new objections or any new argument other than what was made at the previous
all
trial.
right, so is your only objection that you believe that the statement from your client wasn't voluntarily made?
No, I'm arguing the same argument I made last time, just that it wasn't voluntarily made. I don't expect the court to rule differently. I just need the court on the record to make a ruling.
No, no, no. My question is your only objection? And what is the state's exhibits with regards to the statement?
The state's exhibits I have recorded, and redacted copies of the interview from the 27th of October.
What is the exhibit number?
Exhibit 70 is the unredacted interview, and 70A is the redacted video. And at this state, 70A only redacts the fact that the defendant was brought in, apologies, Johnny, was brought in under a warrant, and then he agreed to talk. He was Mirandized and then agreed to willingly talk with the Detective Richardson about this case.
All right, so here's my question for both parties. With regards to State's Exhibit 70A, which is the redacted DVD statement, defense, is your only objection with regards to State's Exhibit 70A is that you're stating it was not voluntarily made?
To the original I'm sorry, just so I understand, to the original unredacted, to his statement in original, yes, my legal argument is he didn't understand his constitutional rights, therefore his statement was not voluntarily made.
All right, so then that's State's Exhibit number 70. You're saying it's not voluntarily made. Then I'm assuming State's Exhibit 70A are certain redactions that outside of your argument, you believe should not be in evidence at all.
70A includes redactions regarding some prior bad acts that would not be admissible. Now, I do believe that based on some rulings in this trial, there are some additional redactions that we need to get together and make.
So I would suggest that you all get together
Yes,
and make those redactions,
correct.
and let's have a hearing on voluntariness.
And like I said earlier, I don't have any additional argument. I re-urge the argument we made at the initial trial. I asked the court, if possible, to make part of this record our argument from the last trial. I don't believe there's any additional evidence. The court had a hearing outside the presence of the
Yes.
jury. The court, we asked questions regarding voluntariness. The detective was on direct and cross. I don't think anything has changed. I don't wish to waste the court's time on that.
Oh, it's not a waste of
I
the court
understand
time,
that, but
yes.
just in an effort for judicial economy. And as I told the court prior to trial, this is what I intended to do. I just need the court to conduct that hearing in this form and make a ruling. That's all I was trying to get the court to do.
All right, so defense counsel is making his previous arguments to voluntariness. Here's the issue, and we're off the record. I understand and I appreciate that you're doing things for judicial economy. However, since this is considered a new trial, the Court of Appeals, if it comes to that, they're not going to be allowed to take a record from a previous trial because this is a totally different trial. But if you still wish to proceed with your previous arguments, then the court will make a ruling.
We can redo it. I guess we can redo it then.
I mean, it's up to you all.
And in that case, then I have to protect his constitutional rights. So we'll have to go ahead and have the hearing.
All right. So my understanding then is that your entire issue is whether or not the statement was voluntarily made.
Yes, Judge.
All right. So if we could address those issues.
And
We're back on.
so and Richardson's claim? So where did you first, Detective, how did you first encounter the defendant?
At his apartment.
And just for the purpose of this hearing, at the time, he had a warrant for an existing case, correct?
Yes,
And you executed the warrant. Was Detective Richardson with you at the apartment?
yes.
And after you executed the warrant, what did Richardson and the defendant do? Where did they go?
To police headquarters.
And what did you do while you were, when they left?
I remained at the apartment to oversee the execution of the search warrant.
And at a after did the defendant voluntarily have you seen in the past in your investigation his interview with Detective Richardson?
Yes,
Okay. Did you observe Detective Richardson read the defendant's Miranda rights?
yes,
And did he voluntarily agree to talk with Detective Richardson about your investigation from October of 2015?
yes.
At a point in time, did the defendant tell Detective Richardson about his whereabouts on Wednesday, October the 21st?
Yes,
And was this after he agreed to talk voluntarily to Detective Richardson?
yes,
Okay. Did the defendant mention a Donald Barnett in the course of that interview as the person he was dealing with on October the 21st?
I'm sorry, Judge, but are we talking voluntariness? Are we talking? I thought we were just discussing the voluntariness of the state.
Yes. And where I'm getting at, Judge, is once we get into the voluntariness, so it's available, everything else is fair game. He gave a buckle swab.
It's the admissibility of this. Right now, we're just having the hearing on the admissibility of the statement, not the
And that-
contents of the statement, right?
That is all I want, and where the cut. That is really all I want to do so I can question this witness on.
All right, you may proceed about the voluntariness of the statement.
And so did after the defendant agreed to talk to Detective Richardson about your investigation on
That calls for speculation. He wasn't there.
All right, that will be overruled.
did they talk about your investigation when you were at the apartment?
yes,
At any time, and at a point in time, you actually engaged and talked to the defendant.
yes,
In fact, you told him you were going to try to prove his innocence.
yes,
From your review of this statement, did you observe any intimidation or coercion?
Objection, that calls for speculation.
I asked from his,
That will be overruled.
from your review of the video, you see any intimidation or coercion?
No,
Was the defendant asked to give a DNA sample in this interview?
Overruled. You can answer.
yes,
Did he give that sample?
yes,
After the interview was concluded, did you direct anything else to happen? Was the defendant photographed after this interview?
yes.
Please let the record reflect that this is a hearing on the admissibility of the statement, allowing the state to have this fishing expedition and ask the witness questions that have nothing to do with the admissibility of the statement is simply a chance for them to create a record outside the presence of the jury to make sure they get answers they like. Once again, it has nothing to do with the admissibility of the statement and the constitutionality of the statement, which is the purpose of this hearing. They're asking questions outside that scope and simply for the purpose of testing the waters, and I object.
All right, here's my question, defense. Are you going to object to the voluntariness of the obtaining of the buccal swab?
After depends on the court's ruling on the voluntariness of the statement.
All right, so you may ask your questions.
At any time in that interview, after he voluntarily agreed to talk to Detective Richardson, did the defendant ever withdraw his consent?
Not that I recall, no.
Was the defendant given breaks if needed?
Yes,
It shifts the burden to me.
Was the defendant allowed restroom breaks?
yes,
Objection. Once again, that calls for speculation. He wasn't there.
All right, the objection is overruled.
I have no further questions, Your Honor. Pass the witness.
All right, defense.
So you were at his apartment, correct?
yes, sir.
Did you transport him downtown?
No, sir.
Can you tell this court what conversation, if any, took place between any law officer and my client prior to this videotape?
No,
Can you tell this court what threats, if any, were made to my client prior to this videotape?
no.
Is he in handcuffs now?
Yes,
Can you tell this court what my client knew or didn't know about what was going on at the time of this conversation, because you weren't present between when he was transported in this videotape? Do you know what conversations were had
during the interview,
during the transportation?
during the transportation, no, sir.
Because the videotape, it says, you mind talking about what's going on? You know what's going on. Now you can't say that you know, can you?
No,
Okay. Then you can't say that you know he's voluntarily talking about this case because you don't know, because you weren't there, correct?
I'm basing my answers on watching the interview after it was done.
But my question is, you can't say that you know what my client knew because you're not the person asking the questions. You weren't present for the conversations leading up to this, were you?
No, I was not present.
The one person that can answer that question is who?
Would be Detective Richardson.
Thank you.
Yes.
Any,
Nothing further for this witness on this matter, Your Honor.
all right, thank you.
Yes.
So we're going to take a break. You all need to look over States Exhibit 70A.
Well, I still have more. I wasn't finished. I'm sorry.
Oh, he said no further questions. You passed the witness, didn't you? Oh, okay.
Sorry.
You may continue.
Do you know are you able to tell this court whether or not he understood his rights?
Based on watching the interview, yes.
Were you in the room?
No.
Who else is in the room, if you know?
I don't, only, as far as I know, just Detective Richardson.
Do you know whether or not somebody's standing behind Richardson?
No,
Who's the only person that can tell this court who else is in the room?
Detective Richardson.
And he was in custody on other charges, correct?
Yes,
In fact, the sentence starts, you're under arrest because of a motion to revoke probation. You have warrant. You're in custody. You're under arrest for those, right? That's how this sentence starts. Remember that?
yes,
And then the next sentence is, you want to talk about what's going on. After he says you're under arrest for those, the next sentence is you want to talk about what's going on.
okay.
So how can you tell this court, my client doesn't think, let's talk about why you're under arrest? You can't tell this court that, can you?
No,
Okay. So the only person that can, what time did he leave your site?
I don't know, sir.
Well, do you have an hour or 2 hours? I mean, do you have any idea?
I don't know, sir. This was almost 10 years ago.
Is Detective Richardson, is he still living?
Yes,
Okay. There's no reason he couldn't be here today, so my client could confront the witness who actually read him his rights and was present in this video, is there?
I wouldn't know, sir.
He's still alive?
Yes,
He's still able to speak and,
yes, as far as I know, yes, sir. Mhm.
okay. Thank you, sir. That's all I have.
All right. Any other question?
Oh, yeah.
All right, thank you. I'm going to take my lunch break and I'm going to have you all here back at 1:15 and I'll make my ruling. Between now and then, if there's something on State's Exhibit 70A, you all need to review that based upon any other previous rulings that the court has made with regards to bank statements, if that's the case. I know both of you all met with me in the hallway and you were working on transcripts. So you all need to have that done. All right. Thank you. And if you'll leave the microphone behind it. And
Yes, ma'am.
if you'll be back you can be back at 1:30.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Are we to assume from the transcript request that the court's made a ruling on the admissibility?
No.
Okay. Will we be allowed to argue prior